Right, some dollar yen analysis in under 3 minutes. Let's go. So we're at the 152 barrier, which were these highs that formed back on the 13th of November 2023. From a technical analysis position, you'd be looking to potentially look for rejections here and a move to the downside. Now, what we've had today is some talks of intervention. The officials from Japan are looking to intervene if the yen continues to get weaker. Bank of Japan giving a little bit of a mixed message though. Bank of Japan actually happier to see a little bit more weakness. Looking at the chart right now, what we'd be expecting is if we were to see some downside movement here, I'd need to see some kind of consolidation and a breakout from the lower time frames. If we breach 152, then the market may actually flip and head more towards 160s. That's where I think big intervention could step in at that level. Now, going down to a daily chart, it's looking like we're getting a bit of an engulfing candle here right now, but what I would expect to see is on this 4-hour time frame a little bit more of a breakdown. If we look at the sort of trend line that we can gather here, we're starting to see breaks to the downside, but ultimately for me, where does that change? It changes if price can trade through this sort of 151 barrier. If we breach 151, then we can look for potential downside here, as price could then start to push into other areas of support and resistance. One of those being down towards this area here, which was around about that 149.50. We had a buildup of consolidation here before the market popped to the upside. So if we can breach 151, and even more importantly, if we can breach this area here of 150.25, the lows back on the 21st of March, then I think we could try and trade a little bit lower here. If not, like I said, if we breach 152, I think we could potentially see a sharp rise higher up towards this sort of 159, 160 level. That's where I think the dangers of intervention could really come in for traders. So keep an eye on your dollar yen. Could be an interesting development here in the next coming weeks.